So I am here with the Breakup Vince.
Breakup.
Yes, I have my fantastic co-host Erica here. Thank you for coming, Erica.
Thank you. Thanks
Co-host
for
with
having
me. And we have a fantastic guest, Harry. Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
We were talking about we were getting into Harry or Harrison, but you were born Harry.
Well, I was saying yes, after my mother's father.
Yeah.
And when they went to baptize me, the church says, "Oh, you can't use that name. That's not a saint's name." So Henry Patrick Kiernan. And according to the Ancestry DNA, I'm 98% Irish.
Okay.
Henry is a saint. There's a saint named Henry. Saint Henry.
Of course, now there is.
It's you.
And then, and I told a lady, a friend of mine, about 98% Irish. She said, "Oh, I took these DNA tests." They said I was 100% bitch.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah, she did.
Come back.
Oh, you always have
so
fancy ladies.
So, but the funny thing is, anything that wasn't federal government, like Social Security, the VA, when I was in the Navy, that was all Henry.
Okay.
Everything else, my driver's license, my house, my credit cards, everything else was Harry.
Oh,
For some
okay.
reason.
Okay.
And then when I came out here, I said 9 years ago, I kept everything from registered in Connecticut, and I said, I'm going to stay here, so I might as well do it. So now everything's Henry.
Okay, so everything's Henry now.
No, but on paper.
Because listen, I'd be like Henry, Harry, Harrison, so I'm just.
Can I call you Harry?
Harry.
Just Harry.
You can call me anything you want.
You can call me anything, just don't call me Colette.
Ray, you can call me Jay.
Don't call me late for dinner.
Got it. Okay, so you were born Harry. You go by Henry now, but your acting name.
Okay, I don't go by Henry at all.
You don't?
No.
Just on the government paper? No?
Just what you say.
Okay, Harry. Okay, got it.
You
okay,
you
got
use
it.
Harry, so that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so Harry.
But
so we're going to use Harry.
Harrison is what I was named for acting.
Okay, so I love it. I love Harrison and Harry.
Yeah.
So where are you from originally?
Krypton.
Okay, Krypton. That is awesome. And
Connecticut.
Okay, so Connecticut. Yeah. What part of Connecticut?
Well, just outside Hartford.
Okay, Hartford.
I was born in Hartford.
That's the capital, right?
Yeah.
Look at me. I know capitals.
I know.
So, so you were born in Connecticut, Hartford, and your parents, were they married? I'm guessing yes. Yeah. And how long were they married?
Until they died.
And how long was that?
Well, at almost 71, I've outlived my parents or anyone in my family by 8 years.
But they were married for how long? Or I know before they married. Do you know what year they married?
Okay, 50 to...
About 50.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sometime in 90. Oh, no, my mother. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My father died in 89 and my mother died at 90.
Okay.
I bought my last house. So I remember it. Okay, so.
Okay.
Do the math.
So, okay. All right.
So anyway.
So about 50 years they were married. Okay. Good.
They were from 1950 to either 64 or 65. My mother was pregnant every year.
Okay, so how many siblings do you have?
Well, she gave birth to 8 kids.
Okay.
8. Wow.
So you have 8 siblings.
But
okay.
the other year was either miscarriage or pregnancy. And then I remember after she died, a neighbor told me, when the pill came out, I don't care what the church is going to do to me. I'm not having another child.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
And,
you grew up Catholic? Was it Catholic? Or, of course.
Irish Catholic.
My
Irish
name's
Catholic.
Harry, and
Okay.
I'm very covering Catholic.
But as of today, would you say you're rooted in Catholicism?
Well, even the word catechism sends a shiver up my spine.
Yeah.
No,
So no.
It's funny. I don't want to get into religion, but it's I remember going to my aunt's someone's funeral that was in a Catholic church, and I'm looking at the priest. And, I have no idea who he is. I don't know anything about him, but why do I don't want to have anything to do with him? And I wasn't abused or anything in those scandals that the church had, but I just didn't like the philosophy or whatever the whole thing.
Right.
You don't do exactly what we say, you're going to hell.
Wow.
But God is all loving and forgiving. But unless you don't, but you have to do what we say. You know?
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So now
Anyway.
that we kind of have like a background of how you grew up and where you grew up at, you went through a breakup. How long ago was your last breakup?
In my head or realistically? Because that's.
Can you tell me both realistically and in your head?
Well, I met the last one I met 4 years ago at an Oscar party.
So you met this person 4 years ago, and how long were you with this person?
Well, we started seeing each other about 6 months later, and we're on and off, and
so y'all were on and
because
off.
she had other responsibilities of taking care of an elderly gentleman that she knew his place.
Is she a nurse?
No.
It's a
She
friend
just
of hers?
no, just someone she was looking for. From what I understand, she was looking for another roommate because roommate moved out, and this was a client fitness trainer and all this stuff.
And she was looking after this person?
No, and he said, hey, he heard that she was looking for a place and or someone. He said, I'm 92 years old. I shouldn't be living in this house alone. So she lived there, but she also has a boutique gym with her partners. Now she doesn't, she used to be able to get there at 1, then it became 2, then 3, the more time, not physical care, but taking care of the house, taking care of the, his appointments and driving him around. And then the whole stress was too much for her with not having the time.
Right.
I see. So she was kind of like a live-in assistant for this person.
Right, like personal
assistant. Okay.
And I will say I've never felt more connected with anyone. Of course, you're going to feel that at the time because that's how you're feeling.
Right. Did she feel that way?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She did?
Yeah. And I always looked at it as when I would help her with things, take care of issues that she had. I said, it's not doing it for you. I'm doing it for us. Because I always said there's 3 people in a relationship. Okay, there's you, there's me, there's us. Okay. You are you. It doesn't matter if you still be you. And then when we're together, it's us.
Right. So you guys were on and off. You had a really strong connection, but y'all were on and off for how long was the relationship?
About 3 years, I think.
So it was kind of recent because you met 4 years ago.
Yeah,
so y'all probably broke up about a year ago.
I broke up. We saw each other again. Then she couldn't handle it, and because she's always thought, she said, "I can't make you happy." I said, "I'm happy. What I have to do to prove I'm happy?" Because my situation, I'm always trying to improve. She just thought that because she didn't have the time for me that she thought I was unhappy. No, it's not that. It's more that I wasn't getting the understanding when I would express things. I wasn't looking, And then, of course, you see things a little clearer when you're away from it.
Right.
As far as, sometimes I think that she was always looking for a way, an excuse to end this.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
And then sometimes it sounded like every excuse to try to make it work from her too, but, it's just, she didn't understand. I'm saying, you keep telling me everything I'm doing wrong, but don't just tell me what to do. Help me.
Yeah, right. So she would consistently pick at things that you were doing wrong.
Oh yeah. And not even knowing. I mean, my diet or this or that or exercise. I said, you have no idea what I'm doing. You don't ask me. You just, and so anyway.
Wait, you said she would pick at your diet and your exercise?
Oh yeah, and she knew what I was eating. I mean, of course, I ate better because when she said, okay, I won't eat that. I'll eat this. Okay,
is this because she was a personal trainer or because
she's a personal trainer?
No. I figured if I'm with someone and that's vegetarian or go out to dinner, vegan or vegetarian, I don't need to eat meat. I'll just eat what they would like because I know that's going to be better for me.
Oh, so when you were away, you would eat whatever you want. You weren't eating like she would eat vegetarian.
No, most of the time I would.
Right, but every now and then, whenever you had a chance or you wanted
Yeah.
something, you would eat whatever you wanted to. It wasn't like, vegetarian.
A couple of things, yeah.
Okay, and did she take issue with that?
She had no idea.
So it was hidden from her.
No, it wasn't hidden. She just didn't.
She just didn't know.
She wasn't over at my place a lot.
She didn't see it.
like.
So she didn't know what was going on, and she was saying that you were doing something that you shouldn't be doing without even knowing what was going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not so much that. It's okay. If you think I should be doing this better, then help me. Just don't just say that. Well, I don't. You're not doing that right. Well, okay.
Where's the support?
You have.
I guess I'm confused because whenever you say she's saying you're not doing something right, what is the something?
As far as exercise or.
But she doesn't know what you're doing.
Correct. Yes.
So I guess I'm confused.
It was just an easy way for her to just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pick at you.
It just seems like she might have not been as loving in this relationship as you were, is what it sounds like to me. Because like you said, if you really care about someone, you will try to help them to.
When she was in sync, she was very, very much there. Mm-hmm. But then when other things got to her, she just the stress of not being able to. She was also an international samba salsa ballroom dancer and all that. Didn't have the time to do that, and so I can't. I wanted to compete in England, and now she's like 55.
She was 55.
Or, yeah.
So
I was.
So it's about 15, 20 year age gap between you two?
It was 15.
Okay, 15-year age gap. So
at the time, and so she would say, now I know she always wanted to go to England and compete for the things, but she knows that she's not getting too old to do that. Mm-hmm. And so I think that she felt like she was, because she said dancing was her life, mm-hmm. And so I think that frustration right there, mm-hmm. and it wasn't me, obviously, keeping her from that.
Right.
It's okay. Well, let's find a way to do that. Everything. I was okay. Let's find a way to get this. Whatever the issue was, whatever she wanted. Mm-hmm. Okay. My first response. Let's find a way.
Yeah. And she was not into it?
No. It's just that, on some things that she needed help with, very much so. Okay, help me with this. But then, but my whole thing, like I said, if she said, I was always trying to find a way to make things better, but she would just find just the stress of everything else. And who do you dump on? The person closest to you. So
she would dump on you?
I mean, no. Of course, she wouldn't say that but she.
But you felt like that is, I guess, what I'm asking.
Yeah, I did. Yes, of course. Yes.
And this happened the whole 3 years?
Well, on and off. We were on and off, and I think the first year or year and a half was.
The first year and a half was good.
Oh yeah.
It was good, and then you that's when y'all broke up. Was after the first break was in a year and a half.
I think so. I'm not exactly sure.
I'm like around that time.
A year and a half to 2, but it was.
Was it a fight or something?
No, just
she was just like, I don't want to
do. And just time.
Mm-hmm.
So I always made myself available for whenever and wherever I can meet with her, even if it's just to help her do the groceries shopping. Right. Okay, I'll meet you there, and we'll just do it. And things like that. I always, but
did you have dates? Did you date a lot as well as?
Oh yeah. And we couldn't.
You couldn't?
No, not couldn't. I'm saying we not even once a week. Maybe a couple of times a month is when we would go out and be
okay, so like about twice a month.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so. But like I said, I put every bit of me
with this person,
my soul, my emotions, my physical, finance, everything I had. Let's build this thing together.
Right.
That's what was. Mm-hmm. For no reason.
You said for no reason, boom?
Because there was no reason given to me.
Right. Okay.
I knew it was, she's frustrated. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm in control of my life. She goes, but who is?
When you say there was no reason given to you. The reason I thought was because she didn't have time and she felt like it was inconvenient, is what it sounded like.
Well, she did say, I don't have the time, and I told you I didn't have the time, and I'm not looking for you to see, but I said, when you can't even take a phone call once a week.
Yeah,
I have a phone call,
It just sounds like, from what you're saying, it sounds like this person just felt an inconvenience at times when it came to this particular relationship because, it was like anything she found. It seems like it was like, okay, that one more thing and I'm done. And boom, that one thing happens and she's out, is what it sounds like. And then you get back together. And I don't know, how do you get back together? Because you were off and on. So how does the get back happen?
Just start talking, go see people, just meet up somewhere
and was it the same the second time? Like after, because when you first met, there were
every time was devastating. It doesn't matter how old
No, I mean, was it the same connection? Meaning that were you able to?
To me, yes. Oh,
every single time.
I throw myself into it 100%.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Without any hesitation after breaking up with you like that.
It sounds like she was not in 100%. She
was
what I call wiggly, squirmy.
Yes. Because if that was the case, it wouldn't be so easy to call and say, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I would think. But
I think it's like you said, Mahogany, you were the really loving one, and she was the one that was really sort of wanted to be a free bird, She was very flighty.
Yeah. Right.
No, it's of course she wouldn't think she was at all.
Really?
And you wouldn't hold grudges.
No.
You didn't. You're not the type to hold grudges.
No.
You'd always take her back.
Oh, let's fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't that she took her back. It wasn't like she came to me and said, "It's just sometimes okay, let's get together." So I say the whole thing, take me back. No, it wasn't anything like that at all.
Right. And so
excuse me.
Y'all have been apart for a year now. And what was the final, how did it get to this point where it's like, okay, we're not going back?
The first time we went out, she told me about her situation, taking care of it. And even though she wasn't really had to take physical care, and it wasn't, but I told her about, because my experience of taking care of my late wife, and I knew that I said to her, as long as he's still living in that house, you're not leaving him, because he will go right downhill and you will regret it for the rest of your life. And I don't want to be a part of that regret,
Did you ever meet this person?
No.
You never met him?
No, she didn't.
Have you never been to her house ever in 3 years?
No.
Okay.
She was just didn't
that's
want him. I know she didn't want him to get all.
I know, but
I know. Everyone says it sounds strange.
It does sound strange because to be with someone, especially because he's a elderly gentleman, he's 92 and she's 55, and you're not allowed to come see your girlfriend at her home is kind of a. I mean, did it feel strange to you?
Yeah, but
was she calling you herself her girlfriend and you were boyfriend?
We how was it? I'm trying to. We both said that emotionally, we were emotionally we were married. Because that's how and she felt the same way as far as that it's me. And
interesting. She
I don't know how long that lasted. Looking back, I really don't know what happened when and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
I just hate those sleepless nights when you just can't get that stuff out of your head.
Well, how long has it been now since you?
Almost. I don't know. Oh, definitely over 6 months, but maybe a year now.
Yeah, almost a year now. He said that they
definitely. Yeah.
You've been broken up for that time. Is that how long it's been since you've spoken to this person, or do y'all still speak?
Oh, she every so often she'll send me a little message.
No.
It's nice. It's like she's it would piss me off though when I would send her a message of things I'm feeling. Oh, you're always playing the victim, she says, Well, that's showing how much of a caring person you are,
She said you were playing the victim?
Playing the victim.
What would you do to make her say something like that?
Well, no, just when
or why would she think something? Not that she would do anything, but where would this accusation come from? You're playing victim.
Because I would try to explain in a very, very nice way of what I was feeling, of how I felt things went and everything else. And, and she just, but then after I said, like, there's no, there's no talking to, no reasoning.
Not right. That she was deflecting by calling you a victim from her stuff.
Yeah. That's just a really tough situation to have, because it sounds like every time y'all went through a breakup, it was her that was breaking up with you. And when I think about it now, it's like, if she was to come back today, would you be like, okay?
I was just thinking that. I said, no.
You would not?
No. I don't think I would trust it.
You don't think so?
No.
Because, every time before, like you said, you would throw yourself into it. So there's something that would give you that pullback. So is it gone?
No, I wasn't looking for anyone else to fill. And the last thing, even though I'm not a basketball player, I was a great rebounder in younger years. Mm-hmm. I would rebound from one,
Just saying.
And I said, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to put anyone else through this shit.
You're not going to put
anyone else through what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
So, it did a number on
your heart.
No, not just that, but my own self-esteem or my self-worth and things like that. Not that she said anything like that, but just
Yeah, I bet it does. Like, no one to go into something, and it's like it's like a game of yo-yo. You like back and forth and back and forth after a while.
As in September, I moved into an apartment by myself. Mm-hmm. And my confidence and my
shot up. It's a nice place. It's in a nice area.
Yeah,
I like that area.
Yeah. It's nice.
Did you have any physical results of the breakup? Anything happen in your body? Did you feel any? Besides hurt in your heart,
No, an interesting thing though. I remember, was it last year at this time?
Not being able to sleep, or
not being able to sleep. Definitely not.
You weren't able to sleep.
Oh yeah.
For how long?
My mind just race.
Mm-hmm. How long did that go on?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Maybe
is it still doing it right now?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. The only thing keeping me up now is I need my new hip done.
Yeah.
But I had something good to say. What was I going to say?
I was asking you.
Okay. Here it is. It had to be. I don't think it was 2 years ago. I think it was a year ago.
What happened a year ago?
God, I know it was in April, but I don't think it was this last April. Maybe it was 2 April. Anyway, we're on the outs, and I was at a back up to after when I gave my kidney to someone in 2007 at Hartford Hospital. Yeah, the lady got my kidney.
Very nice of you.
Yeah,
you know about that,
but you didn't know her back then.
No. But what I'm saying, I had a massive bowel obstruction after the kidney donation.
Oh, yes.
And then when I did the liver donation, I wanted to make sure that didn't happen. So it was good.
Wait, you donated your kidney and your liver?
Mm-hmm. A little baby got my...
He's such a good person.
But I thought we only have one liver and two kidneys.
No, there's two lobes. There's two lobes here.
Yes.
I'm not a real doctor. I just play one on television.
Right.
And then, but there's two lobes to your liver. And so they took the small lobe. Aww. And each lobe has its own plumbing in and out. And they gave it to the little baby.
Sweet.
And anyway, so I had a massive bowel obstruction. So very, and then 10 years to the day, I was here, but I was back in Connecticut at my house. I still have my house there. I had one again.
Oh, wow. After the liver.
No. But that was, 10 years after the kidney, but the liver was a year and two and a half years after. But it was, so it's coming up to now. Mm-hmm. So I had one. But they didn't operate. Then before they had to cut me open, take out my bowels, and fix them and stuff them back in. The painful, really, really painful part was months of it settling back in. We'd be talking. I go, wait a minute.
Have a cramp. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's go. And then, but it was, but so then I had one again. And I was just happened to be back in Connecticut, so I went to Hartford Hospital, and it was a Sunday night, like at 10 o'clock. And the doctor that came in the morning, she remembered me from the transplant team.
Yeah.
So anyway, so a couple years later, ago, I think it was April. I don't think
maybe
it was last
April
year.
of. Oh no.
I don't think it was April of last year. I think it was April of
2022.
We're on the outs.
Yeah.
And I was at I was a presenter at a film festival down in Palos Verdes area, and then the party afterwards, and I knew something was wrong, and because the night before I was at somewhere else, it wasn't eating right, I wasn't vomiting or anything, it's just something, and I had a partial, I could feel something's wrong, and I'm going to, here I am in my tux, I'm coming back up 405, I'm saying, I gotta get to the VA hospital.
Yeah.
I gotta get there, just because my stomach's expanding. Now, if I had undone my trousers, then it would have been probably less painful. But I wasn't thinking it. So I said, "No, I'm not going to the VA hospital with a tux on. I'm going home and changing." And she just happened to text me something. This is like midnight or something. And I said, and at that time I said, I changed. Okay, I'm just going to lay down. And she texted me. I said, I think I'm having another bowel obstruction. I don't feel well, but I think I'm just going to lay down. And she said, no. And she encouraged me to go to the hospital. And they, put the tube down, pumped me out, and said, no, you, if you had gone to sleep, you probably wouldn't have woken up. A lot of people die of bowel obstructions.
Oh, wow. So you ended up going to the hospital?
And they put the tube down and said, it's a good thing you came in, blah, blah, blah. And the best time to go to the emergency room at the VA is Sunday night at 2 a.m. because nobody's there. And they don't get the gangbangers in there, so that's
right.
Said all the, it was interesting, had all the attention.
Did she follow up with you and say,
well, actually, yeah, she
so she told you to go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a couple of days later, she came over, and then she's very, very concerned and everything. But I think she was scared of the type of person I am, as far as putting myself at risk to help, because I was a firefighter too, and and I remember we were at sitting somewhere in the South Beach area, or whatever, and along a rock jetty, and there's this kid, walking along. His parents are there, and I said, if he falls in, I'm going to jump in. And I could see in her eyes that scared her. Something like that.
Yeah, wow, that's deep what you just said, because I know how that feels like as a woman. I know how it feels to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to take care of this man. Like,
well, that's because she did, she say to a friend of hers told me that she said, I will never take care of another person again, because it's all the time that this one has taken up in her life.
Yeah.
She said she feels that she's lost so much of her life because of it.
I bet. Absolutely. Yeah. And you want to know something? It makes me question, do you think they were ever in any sort of relationship because of this?
No. No.
No.
Knowing her the way I do, even her good friends don't think anything.
Okay. Interesting.
But when she came over after I got back from the hospital, she seemed, she wasn't, she's kind of softly lecturing me on that, God gave you these parts. You shouldn't be giving anything away. You should be, you need all your blood, so I think all that stuff scared her, and doesn't look at the good side of, these people are alive. They wouldn't have lasted another week. The baby wouldn't have lasted another week. The lady, she didn't think she was going to last another month.
So she wasn't in harmony with your heart to give what you had. There was definitely like a divide.
And like I said earlier, I give blood every month, platelets 1 month, and then whole blood on the other month. And for me, it rejuvenates
Yeah.
I rejuvenate my blood.
That's who you are. You give.
Yeah, you're a giver. And she just was not, open. Yeah, I think they say there's somebody for everybody, but I don't think that this was your person. Like,
no. I know that.
Yeah.
I do have a major person of interest.
Yeah, who?
Who?
Yes. Oh, we're not gonna know.
No.
Do I know this person? Oh, maybe I know them.
We don't have to say their name.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You know what? We don't have to say this person's name.
I did bring her to the Commander's Ball two years ago.
Okay. Wait, so 2 years ago you were in a relationship with this person?
No.
This was an off?
Two Commander's Balls ago, so.
This is when you were on
a year and a half or whatever. No, I wasn't enough. So I brought it to the, because this person I've known on and off for a while, even before.
The Commander's Ball in 2022. This was before.
2021.
Yeah, no,
two Commander Balls ago. There was the last one and then the one before that one.
It was definitely an off period.
Okay, so y'all, but y'all.
So no, I just brought her, and I have known her for a while.
Okay.
And it's, and whenever I've been seeing her anywhere, I take her out, and it just felt really, really, really comfortable.
Well, that's great. Yeah. I'm curious on how you got through the breakup. Like after the breakup, I
don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't remember anything?
No, I don't. I don't know how it happened. I mean, I don't know. Just keep going and going. So did you just put it out of your head? I've told you this, and I'm not ashamed to say it now. That if I had a firearm, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here.
If you had a firearm,
3 times in my life, and they were all because of. It's nothing to do with military service or anything like that. With PTSD, but anything.
It was just a heartbreak.
It's 3 relationships that were really super intense for me.
Because you feel it in your heart, and when it's gone, it feels like such a loss. You'd rather.
And there's no. I mean, pain. That's the worst pain ever. And believe me, when I have to get up every 2 hours because of this.
Because of your hip.
My hip.
And the hip doesn't hurt when you're having sex, is what you said.
Okay.
No. That's what you said. That's what you told me. No. But seriously,
I was at the doctor last week.
But the pain. No, wait. We can't do the doctor story. We're gonna do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So you were saying that the pain is so bad that you wouldn't be here anymore. And is that every time you broke up with this person? 3 times you felt this way? You would go through this.
I think twice. I felt it twice. I know that twice. Well, I don't know if each one was as intense.
With this individual.
Yeah.
Can we call this person Pam just for the heck of it? Because I keep saying this individual with Pam. Let's give her a name.
Pam.
Pam was making you feel this way. And you went back again and then it happened again. That's a lot, Harry, when you think about it, to not want to be with us anymore.
I know.
I probably would stay away from this person, but that's just me.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for your health.
I never gave up hope, so to speak.
Were you in love with her?
Oh, yes, of course.
And she knew you were in love with her?
Of course, and she was.
Was she in love with you?
But when, like I said, I really do think it's the other pressures of everything else that she didn't know how to handle it.
She didn't know how to handle loving you.
Correct. Exactly. Even though she claims she's a very spiritual and
she would say she loved you.
Yeah. Oh yes, definitely.
So y'all were always we love each other.
But the other pressures and everything else were more dominant to her.
When you say the pressures, I'm just like
it's within herself that she's not, because she made this commitment to take care of this gentleman and his house and everything, that she can't do what she really wanted to do.
Okay. Is this gentleman poor? Is he a poor man?
No.
Because if she was to leave, this is a thing that people will figure out a situation when they're put in a situation, meaning that if she left, he wouldn't be, gone to the sea to die. Like he would just call someone else to come in, and he would take over. I mean, someone would fill in her spot.
He had become like her American dad. She's from Brazil.
So that's her dad.
Yeah.
Okay. So he has an okay.
And I know the way she talked up from the first time. I said, I know you can't leave him because he'll go right downhill. he'll lose his
Right,
his willingness to go on and all that.
Well, she didn't have a romantic relationship with him. She definitely had a relationship that was about the caretaking of him emotionally and his
emotional for father.
But that's still a relationship.
Yeah.
That's very interesting because I would think that if that's her American dad, I have someone that's like a father figure to me, and they wouldn't mind meeting the person I was dating.
Exactly.
They wouldn't have an issue with it. They would be like, yeah, bring him over. Let's have dinner. We would like, it just seems very, not very daddish.
This is strange. Yes, it does appear strange, but it doesn't.
I'm not going to say it appears strange. What I'm saying is that for her to have that comparison that it's like a father figure in a way, but for this person to be causing what you're saying, it sounds like she just was like, I don't want to say a slave to this person, but she felt like she couldn't do anything in life because she had to be in this situation with this person at all times is kind of
Something she volunteered to do, though. She willingly did that. There wasn't something she had to do. She made those choices.
No, not getting paid, just to.
Okay. I mean, she's getting paid in free rent, so it's like she's an in-home caretaker.
And the garage is where she stored all her stuff, so she didn't have to.
Okay, so she had a storage space in addition to that. So okay.
She was benefiting, and so was he.
Yes.
Right.
But but the important part is what you asked me earlier, and I said no. If she came and said, "Oh, let's get," I would see her, but I wouldn't put any hopes on anything. No.
She's not where you are. She's not where you are in the heart.
No.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Especially when it comes to.
I know it'd be tough not to get involved. I know, because it's. I mean, that's a feeling that's.
You take a lot of self-control on your part.
Right. Yeah. I mean, saying what you're saying, you sound so sure with it right now, when you're like, you wouldn't, but it's like sometimes people say they never know what they're going to do until they're actually put in the situation.
Yes, but I know that she wouldn't come out and say, she wouldn't have this realization of, oh, I'm so sorry, that she would never say she's sorry about anything because she felt she was 100% right in every single thing she said and did.
That's annoying.
I mean, let me just tell you, like that's just listen. God bless you for being able to handle something like that because it's not only that it's you don't see the value in me as a person to know that it hurts me or it makes me feel some kind of way when you don't let me know that you apologize for hurting me the way that you hurt me. Then it's kind of like. You're above that.
Play the victim,
and you play the victim on top of that. It's like, what is happening here? That's, I want the best for you. So I hope that, you have your boundaries. Boundaries are really important, especially when it comes to relationships. And it sounds like, is that you? Good. Thank you. I appreciate you. Phone's off, please.
I'm sorry.
But I think boundaries are really important in relationships. And it just seems like she... didn't respect yours in a certain kind of way. And when I say she didn't respect him, like, you're a victim. Like, that's kind of like, hey, why are you saying these things to me?
Oh, I think it's a way of distancing herself from, from responsibility, or, saying that didn't want to handle it.
Disassociating. And could you feel every time she was about to break up with you, could you feel it coming, looming over you?
Yeah. Like I said, sometimes I felt like she was looking every excuse to leave.
Wow.
But then again, I would think that she's trying to find every excuse to stay also. So
that's called double messages. It's not fair to the person that has the heart involved because she's saying one thing, doing another, doing one thing, saying something else. And it keeps you hanging on.
Right.
Yeah, but
you made a choice to stay.
Yeah.
That's just my,
because you cared for her.
Yeah. But it's this also, it's not that people say, why are you still single after... my wife died in 97. Why it was 27 years ago. Why are you still single? It's not that,
right now, they ask you after you just got out of your relationship?
Why not?
Well, all the time. Why are you still single? And it's not that that nobody wants me. It's just that the people I want don't want me.
And that tells me, are you putting yourself in front of people who don't appreciate you? For who you are, the good, loving person.
No, I'm not. No, not now.
But not now.
Amen.
But prior, do you feel like this might have been that situation?
Yeah, I mean, I I can't really go back and really analyze it because I just knew what I felt and what I wanted to keep. And because of that, and because I felt that it was the same. But sometimes I remember just looking into her eyes, and it's like looking into her soul. The connection was just there.
Well, that's really permeable, and everybody can relate to that. But was there a side of you that felt like men will do this sometimes, mostly more than women? But did you feel like there was a challenge that she presented to you that you wanted to have?
Really?
No, I don't want challenges. At this age, that's one.
But it wasn't easy though. This relationship,
right? That is what you want, but that's not what this was.
Yeah, this is a challenge after challenge.
That was not what this was. It didn't seem like it was.
I was willing to wait and wait.
Okay. It was waiting. You were playing a waiting game.
Yeah.
And what were you waiting for?
Well, obviously, I knew nothing would get better, or we wouldn't move forward as long as he was still living in that house. Whether alive or in a home or something, because that means she would be taking care of him, and he would go right downhill. So I knew as long as that one, and he's still around.
Right, but still the question stands: what were you waiting for?
I knew if I knew if once I got certain things straightened out for myself too, things would be better. And I think it would have been much better if it was now in my own place, with no one else.
Oh, did you not have your own place before?
No. One time I was, I've got a couple of people, different times I had roommates when I was helping with their business. So I had stayed there.
Okay.
And then for 6 months I was a caretaker for someone.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you always lived with someone during this relationship.
Was a woman, that she didn't like that, and
your caretaker, the person you were taking care of, didn't like that you had a girlfriend.
No, my girlfriend didn't like that.
But
she was like in her early 40s, mid 40s, and the woman that I was taking care of, there's issues and IHSS, social services, as a provider, and I was the only person that she trusted, and. So anyway,
I'm having difficulties understanding, or I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. Okay. So she's a caretaker and you were a caretaker, but she had an issue with the person you were taking care of?
Oh, yeah, because...
Okay, I'm just making sure that's what you were saying.
That person was like 10 years younger than her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she felt threatened.
Well,
thought that I was just banging
Did she explain why she didn't like you taking care of this person?
No.
She just said, "I don't like you taking care of this person."
The thing is, she would. It was really hypocritical, a lot of it, because
let me just tell you, if you can hear what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I know because
you can hear what I'm hearing right now.
Many of the things that she would knock me down for. It's exactly the way what she's doing.
Yeah. She's establishing control. She likes to control things.
So,
did you feel controlled in this relationship?
Oh, I wasn't. I couldn't. I had to wait until she. No, she didn't say this. She didn't say I had to wait until she said we can call, but she never answered the phone. If I called, and I said I don't expect you to every time because I'm gonna be busy, but I would like to at least talk to you at least once every other day, not just once a week sometime, and anyway, it was
so she was withholding sometimes.
Definitely,
and that's what might hurt you in the relationship even before the breakup. It was the withholding.
But it's anyway, I'm oh yeah, it sucked, big time.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm better than ever. Mahogany's been out to events that I've been to.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this man is a Hollywood socialite. This man is at every Emmy party, every Grammy party, every Oscar party, you name it, you're at the party.
I didn't come out here to sit home and watch television.
You didn't what? Say it again?
I didn't come out here 9 years ago to sit home and watch television.
You're right.
Exactly. So
if there's something going on, I get invited to. You never know who you're going to meet. And
Absolutely.
And I have made a lot of really nice friends since I've been here, and much more active. And my life is much more active here than it ever was back in Connecticut. I had my house for 30 years, and I was a part of the town. I was a volunteer firefighter in my town. I was very much part of the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
But this is just, there's much more activeness for me.
Yeah.
As a person, and
good for you.
Growth for me.
Well, how do you think you've grown? In what way? You hope.
I hope.
You hope you've grown.
Yes.
But you don't know?
Yes, I have. But, 5-6 years ago, whatever, maybe 7, I can't. I remember it was an event at the Sofitel, and I'm talking to a guy. His wife I knew his wife. She was going to get a picture taken, and I'm talking to him. He just happened to be a psychologist. And we're talking about what brought me out here was the organ donation things and all that. So
organ donation brought you to LA?
Oh yeah, because I was helping someone who was giving a kidney to someone.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you came out here before that.
In 2015.
Okay.
And I figured, okay, help her for a week, and I'll give myself 2 weeks because I'm all, I've worked for myself since 1980. So I modeled a bit between New York and Boston.
Oh, you're a model. Oh, I see that. Oh. Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing? Okay.
That's blue eyes.
Right.
Blue sweater. He's getting
I'm going to pull up my Ralph Lauren picture.
No, not the Ralph Lauren.
We believe it. You don't have to convince us.
Not Ralph Lauren.
When I was 30. Anyway, so I figured, okay, I'll give a week with her and 2 weeks to see what I could find. And I'll put a composite sheet together. And I made connections with people who I had already connected with on Facebook with no with no thoughts of even coming out here when I did that. So let me see who's here, and I want to meet people. And
yes, I remember. You had a friend here,
but no, there are many people connected with, but nothing really developed until the day before I left. Had lunch with a lady, and she said, "Oh, I'll find you agents." And I came back less than 2 months later, and stayed at her place, her apartment in Beverly Hills, and she
found you an agent.
Yeah, we worked on it, but I wasn't prepared at all to do anything. So
right.
If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. And
was this a romantic relationship or no?
We tried to, but she lived by herself for so long, and
You tried to.
Yeah.
Okay.
She,
I don't know what it means when you try to. I don't know how trying works with. I've never either I'm in or I'm out.
If it doesn't develop, we try. We're there.
You went on dates?
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. It was a 1-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
And
and you lived there for a little while.
From April for the rest of the year, 8 months.
Okay, so from April to December, and then what happened? She put you out? Did she put you out? No. You got put out?
No.
Okay,
no.
Just making sure.
No, I put out. Okay.
No.
You said what? What did he said? He put out. Yeah. You put out.
Well, you weren't on the couch, obviously, in this one bedroom.
No.
Right.
And,
I see what's going on. Okay, I see. I get it. You tried.
I got her back in the business because she used to. She was SAG and all that, and did some movies back in the 70s and all. Okay. She was a former bunny.
Oh, wow. The bunnies.
She was,
the bunny hop.
She's very attractive, obviously.
Yeah.
Still
nice.
is.
She was a sister, and she knew what...
You like the sisters. You like the...
That's right.
Let me stop.
Not.
That's how I got you here today. Let me stop.
She was cool, but sometimes she was just too cool, because she lived by herself for so long and just.
What do you mean, set in her ways?
Yeah,
of course, probably.
Of course, anytime she needed help with anything, I'd be right there, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here.
We love men like that.
And now she's working with an agent with me as a manager again, and trying to get things going. But this thing, needing the hip, has really put everything back.
Right.
But I said, I'm just going to manage the damn pain and just get going, because I could see how with people with pain, how they become so sedentary,
debilitating.
It just don't feel like doing anything, and just the drain, and you sit there. I stepped on my scale a month or so ago, and it laughed at me. Just.
What did the scale say to you?
15 pounds. Ha ha ha.
You gained 15 pounds.
But
it's the fight that we're all struggling through. Anyway.
But we want that extra cushion when we get older. Doctors, particularly, stays to me.
But if you took that height to weight scale chart, I am extremely overweight.
What?
Oh, goodness.
You look real.
I'm 5'10" and 100 and 190.
You wear it very well. Yeah. I'm like, I cannot believe you're overweight.
If I was 5 more pounds, I'd be in the obese category.
5 more pounds, you're obese.
Yes.
What?
It must all be your shoulders.
Before we need to talk about something right now, because I'm 5'7", and you seem like you're way taller than 5'10", and so I need to know: are you wearing like those little stilts to make yourself taller?
No.
Okay,
no.
You don't come on. Are you sure you're 5'10"?
Whatever. I probably have another inch.
Okay.
But on my size chart, I put 5'11" for them, because
Oh, you size up. I don't like when men size up. It's horrible. Don't do that. At least don't do that to women on dating sites. I don't like that.
What dating site?
I don't know any dating site, but they be like sizing up. I don't like it when a man sizes up. If you're 5'7", tell me you 5'7", so we can.
I've been through a war and a couple wives. Nothing scares me, but that scares me.
What?
Dating sites. I can't do it.
You've never been on a dating site? Never.
I could not.
Okay, listen. You don't have to be on a site.
In the past, I've looked through this. Let's see who's out there.
Where did you meet this woman? Where did you meet Pam? Where did you meet Pam?
Okay. And I said at an Oscar party.
Oh, you met her at an Oscar party. Okay, and what was she? Was she dancing, or she was just there as a guest?
Her friend was helping to put this party together.
Okay.
And she told her to come and help her out a little bit.
So she was helping her friend put an Oscar party together. Where was the party at?
It was one of Sue Wong's parties.
Oh, Sue Wong. Okay, I love it. Sue Wong. I don't know who that is. You know Sue Wong?
I don't.
Sue Wong.
But she has Oscar parties.
Designer.
Okay.
She had a party, and
you hit on her?
No. My friend was helping with other people who run different parts of the party. Of course there are. It's not just a viewing party, but a fashion show and silent auctions and all that stuff.
Right.
So, and she asked Pam to come along and help.
Yeah.
And so we just met.
So she came and helped.
I was the only guy all night. She told me later that she met that didn't hover over her. So you got things. Just.
I need to see this, Pam, because
you took a relaxed approach with her that she liked.
Yeah. And I don't. I was. Wow! I felt right away. We got this. This is neat.
You felt chemistry.
Oh yes, but
the moment you laid eyes on her, was
not real strong.
Okay.
When we went out again. The next time we went out.
So you asked her out that night, or how did contact exchange? What happened?
We exchanged text messages and all
that night. So who asked for whose number? Did you say, "Hey, give me your number"? I'm
not sure if I did that or gave her my card. I think she.
Oh, you had your card. Okay.
I always have my card.
Okay. Okay. Well, excuse me. Okay.
So anyway.
So you exchange numbers.
I don't know.
And then you said, "Let me take you out on a date."
No, later on, it's funny because that was 2020. And that's when everything started to shut down. Right after that.
So you met her in 2020.
Just before everything started to shut down. Yes.
So like, what? Then
one of those times I went back to Connecticut for a month or so, and then I came back, and I was in between places, didn't know where I was. I was leaving one place I was at. I said, I'm just going to put stuff in storage and go to back to Connecticut for a while. When I get back, I'll decide I'll figure out where I'm going to go. And then.
And this is how long after you met this woman that you made that decision to put everything in storage?
No, I did. I made the decision.
I know. How long did you make that decision after you met her? So you met her and then you made this decision.
March, the Oscars, and June is when I moved back.
So 3 months. Y'all had been talking for 3 months, kind of.
Not much. Not much. It wasn't until I actually went back to Connecticut, I would just leave text messages and then when I came back. So it was September when we really started. We went on to meet first.
Okay.
Boom.
So just to get the timeline down, y'all met in like March area around the Oscars, and then y'all started to, because this is during COVID, right?
Yeah.
So you're in Connecticut, and for this 3 month period or up until September, y'all were talking and y'all like saying like lovey-dovey stuff, like, "Ooh, I can't wait to get back to." No lovey-dovey. No. Let me just take you out when I get back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And in September, and then boom. Just exploded.
You took her out that night, and what happened?
Just exploded.
Fireworks.
What exploded?
The
chemistry.
The chemistry. Where'd you take her? Where'd y'all go? Because it's COVID. I'm like, where'd you go in September?
Yeah.
Just a little. I mean, the place is open. Playing place is open.
Really?
Yeah.
It was locked down.
No.
No? Not for you. You can open up any door, Harry, I'm sure. So.
Had a private chef hired.
I know. Were you at Nobu? You took her to Nobu?
Table for two
outside.
outside.
Because if you're taking people to Nobu, we need to talk.
Nobu, I've never been there. Love to go.
Nobu's
Where is that? Is that in Malibu?
It's far.
Is that Malibu?
I think so. Okay. I don't know. I haven't been.
I'm pretty sure they have two locations.
They have more than
especially
one.
now. I'm not a big dinner person.
You're not a dinner person. Are you a breakfast person?
No.
You're not?
No, so I'm not a big dinner person. Big meals don't turn me, don't excite me at all.
Oh, no, it's not a big meal. Trust me, it's a small meal with that place. But anyway,
I mean, but if you wanted to, let's say we had something going on. If you wanted to, of course, let's go. You want to go? Yeah, of course, we'll find a way to go.
Okay.
And but it's not good. Yes, it's. There's a friend of mine that he tries to impress.
Oh God, not one of those.
I'm going to take her there. I'm going to take this one there. And said,
I mean, it's okay if he's.
But then he complains. I said, yeah, because you go after girls and not women.
Tell him.
The mentality you're going after are girls.
How old is this friend?
52, 53.
Well, he should know better by now.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't. No, you want to know something? No, they don't know any better. I went out with a guy. He was like 50. He was a scuba instructor in Redondo Beach. And he apparently people canceled the session the day we went out. And he kept talking about it. And then I realized that he kept telling me they canceled the session because he didn't have the $50 to pay for the date. And I'm like, you're kind of old to be not knowing like, hey, we should reschedule. But listen, stay away from those scuba divers in Redondo Beach who are 49 feet. So no.
You're the diver?
He's not the diver. He's not, no.
I'm not the diver. I'm
you love your mother. This person had issues with their moms. It was a whole thing. It was a red flag.
That's intense.
It's a red flag. It was a red flag.
It's funny. It just popped into my head. When things come here, I'm going to have to talk about bros. It's going to be gone.
What happened?
I'm going to catch it tomorrow. I've always said before that, I don't want to be involved with someone under 60.
Good for you.
Because I don't want to go through that menopause again.
Oh,
God, I've been through.
But she was 55.
No, okay, yes, but I'm saying
that was part of the problem.
But then,
is that what? Okay.
Oh yeah, she didn't think she was going. I could see she was going through it. Yeah.
Oh.
And then I said I don't want to be under anyone under 50. And then I would see at least in the past few months. I don't want to sound like an ass here, but. Some women in their 40s and 30s. So there's a couple women in their mid 30s asked me to go out world. And so one of them says, no, I don't have daddy issues. I call it caring for the elderly.
There's nothing wrong with caring.
It's one way.
No, it's joking.
So, Harry, let me ask you: is love different? I'm sure it is different in your 30s than it is in your 70s. How over the years have you seen the way you love or your relationships are different from then to now?
I don't know, because I know I've always I did not have a loving relationship in my family when I grew up. It was all survival. We grew up with 9 people in a house smaller than I had by myself. I had 2.5 baths, and we had one tiny, tiny bathroom for 9 people. I would always make sure I took my shower at the high school. I'd get in there early and go to the gym, and
wow,
and I was always involved.
That's intense.
Anyway, so no, and
and all the boys shared one room, and the girls shared
just
another.
Me and my brother. And then, and there were 2 rooms at the other. There were 5 sisters, which 3 are left, and my brother's gone too. So my mother gave birth to 4 children within 24 months.
Wow, they'll do a lot.
So you have twins? Is it twins?
Yeah.
Obviously, unless it's
July 51, a daughter that had spinal bifida, and I didn't know much. So from what I understand, no one really said anything. I think from July to November, and then died. Then May 52, a brother and a girl and a boy. And then June 53, me. So then nothing till 4 years later. Then gone. The youngest is 11 years younger than me, but. So she had 3 of us in diapers at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
She had 8 kids, and that's 10 years of diapers, because every kid stays in diapers at least 2 years. That's 10 years.
Yeah.
Probably longer than that. She probably stretched it out a little bit.
So she, over the time from the first ones so there was 12 years difference from the oldest that stayed, and to the youngest. So. Oh no! I remember changing diapers, and that
you changed diapers, yeah.
And I remember
you helped out.
I remember those before Pampers, and you had to take that. You had to take that.
The cloth diapers are very different.
You had to take it, and you gotta go to the toilet and flush it.
Swirl it around.
And,
hang them up to dry, wring them out.
And
oh my gosh,
it's work.
And throw in the wash.
I mean. Yeah, you didn't have to do that with diapers.
No, but I did work in daycare centers where these children had cloth diapers.
Really?
Yes, the family wanted them to have cloth diapers, and they were against the disposables, so we had to do the actual.
Really?
Well, no, they had a cleaning service that would pick up the dirty diapers.
Oh, good. Okay,
we had to change them, and we had to.
It's still different.
But I heard stories from my grandma of having to clean her.
And then sometimes had to put the rubber pants over
exactly.
it.
The rubber pants are just horrible.
What?
It's a lot.
What planet is this?
They use safety pin to keep it together. It leaks.
Oh,
it's
interesting.
Horrible.
Oh my gosh.
We're talking about both things leak. Both properties. The liquid and the solid.
And then we take the diaper off, and by the time you put the new one on, there's peeing.
It was I'm sure your mother was very mentally stressed. How did she do? Did she have a nervous breakdown in front of you?
That's a lot.
My father was an alcoholic, and
she did everything.
And they both had obviously worked, but he had stopped 20 years before he died. He stopped drinking, but
that's good.
And the smoking killed my mother a year and a half
later. Oh no! What did your parents do for work?
My mother was in insurance. My father was for the water company.
Okay.
Water Bureau, whatever it's called.
Interesting. So Harry, can I ask you, what is life like now for you after the breakup? What is it like? Are you looking for relationships, or are you just, living life as you?
It's better than ever.
It's better than ever.
Better than ever.
So there's light at the end of the tunnel.
And it's going to get better and better
every day.
And,
yes.
So there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, there's no tunnel.
There's no tunnel.
I'm fine. That's wide open.
Okay.
But when that light at the end of the tunnel, just make sure it's not a train coming at you.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
But let me tell you something. I know you said you've been in war, and what scares you the most are the dating apps. If you went on those apps like our time, those women, you'd have so many replies. You'd have
I couldn't say no. That's why I don't want to do it, because I can't say no.
You can say no. We'll help you. We'll help you.
I'll meet you. No.
It'll be too much for you.
I have a major person of interest, but I don't want to sound like. But there are other.
Is she interested in you?
Yeah.
She is?
Yes.
Better be.
So if she's
going through some stuff, she's she's moving up here.
Harry.
No.
Stay away from these people who are going through stuff.
She's moving back. She's moving up this way from further south to get away from all that.
Okay. So she doesn't live here.
And she's in Orange County, like near Newport.
Oh, okay. Okay. She was in the South for real. Okay.
Well, I mean, she's how much further south?
Listen, the OC
or New Mexico.
Listen, the OC is South. I tell you.
But she's coming up here, and she's moving up here in April.
Okay, so she'll be here in April, and so do you hope to kindle something with her when she gets here?
I hope so, and I had a very serious conversation with her the other day, a couple weeks ago, and I left her a text message that I really need to talk to you. I really need to talk to you, because it's just and she called me. I said, okay, I'll call you, and just and she said, and she's 60, 61. So
that's your number.
She's really cool.
How'd you meet this person?
I remember from the first time I met her, I've always felt really neat.
But how'd you meet her?
At an event, one of Jeff Gunn's events.
Jeff Gunn? I tell you. I don't listen. You know all the people.
Infalist, one of his. Okay, no mind.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It's an industry. It's an industry.
I see. What's your sign, Harry?
Welcome.
I got that one.
What is it?
He said welcome.
Welcome. I get that joke. Yes. But what's your astrological?
What's your sign?
June 20th.
June 20th.
That's like
I'm not into
the last
signs.
day of Gemini.
Oh, you're a Gemini.
You know, every time this isn't the first time she's asked me this, and then, oh, you're a Gemini, and I said, oh.
Well, everyone doesn't know that you're a Gemini, so I'm asking for,
yeah.
And I'm in, just trying to get the info. The 411. People might ask about the June 2nd.
I like this Brita water filter.
Oh, please don't do that. Please don't do Brita.
No, because
cut that, editor, please. Cut that for this.
No, because when you're driving, you don't have to tip your head back to drink. It's just a straw type thing. It comes up, and there's another filter in there.
It's so fancy.
But I have a filter. First, I have filtered water, then I put it through. But it's convenience. That's all. Anyway.
Well.
But no, I have. I'm not getting involved with anyone else until I'm.
Oh wait.
Because I want to make sure.
Wait, hold on. Tell me why you're not. Give me a second for this situation here, please.
I love watching your expressions as you're asking.
Really? Can you hear it or not?
I can hear. It's a plane. It was a plane.
It's gone. Okay. So you're not getting involved. Go ahead.
No, because I'm with number one, I want to make sure that things, I prefer to wait until, because that's how much that's how good I feel about tea. They'll call it tea. What's that?
Oh yes, tea. Oh. So you're taking it easy before you get involved with tea.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to be so
and is this person as into you as you are into them?
She's. I remember we were walking through downtown Disney. Mm-hmm. And
y'all went to downtown Disney.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long ago that was, but we're spent the day together and some months ago, and we have never had a problem. There's certain women I don't feel comfortable holding their hands. Really, and we're holding. Most of the time there's holding something, somehow, and then I remember one time I just stopped. I said, "I have a go like this. She goes, what's wrong? I said, there's something missing. Oh, give me that.
It was your hand?
No, her hand on mine.
It's her hand.
Nice one.
I see.
Yeah. But we have, anyway, I feel very good about this. So I want to have this. I want to see how this is. Well, I'm not pursuing anyone else that has made it known they would like to get together.
Okay, good. Okay. Good for you. Listen, I can appreciate someone who knows what they want and go for it, and they're not trying to like play the field, because it's pointless if you actually know what you want, unless you're like that person and you're going around breaking hearts. But that's not you, Harry. That's great.
I mean, I did. I don't know. Before Pam, I always said the name. And the lady was, she really, I told her I can't see her anymore, and she just,
you broke it off with this lady.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it wasn't, it wasn't right, and
how long were you with this woman?
No. Just we saw each other. We saw each other maybe three times or so.
Oh, okay. So you just went on a few dates.
She fell in love with me.
And she fell for you, yeah.
Oh, I mean, she was
hard.
A few years older than me, and she just felt.
Why didn't you want to be with this person?
No, was getting connected with
Pam. The challenge.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
And so I felt that was,
Did you know this other person before Pam? Did you know? Yeah.
Yeah. What? No, didn't see her before. Anyway, I think maybe it's around the same time.
Okay, but so I met at the same time.
So anyway, but no, I said I don't ever want to see that look on a woman's face again.
And that was the first time you've ever seen that look on a woman's face?
The sadness, the disappointment.
No, just, I mean, now,
I see what you're saying. At this point in your life, you're like, I don't want to see it anymore. I
don't want to put anyone through that. Yeah. I don't want to be put through it either.
That makes sense.
But it's
hard to do. It was kind to do. If it was not how you felt, then you did actually do the kind thing.
Yeah. But with T, I told you, I sent her a text. I got to talk to you. And I was at our American Legion, and just, I gotta go.
So she ran away.
No. She called me, and I had to go find a quiet spot to talk to her.
I see.
And I'm talking. What's wrong? I said nothing. I really need to express something to you. And she knew anyway. But I said, you see all these photos of me with other women that, and it's just, they want a photo taken. I'm fine. Let's take a photo, and they'll post it and tag me and blah, blah, blah. And there's all the time.
So popular.
No, not
popular. Well, you are. You really are.
Don't be shy.
So, and I said, but I prefer to do this dance of life with you. So do you want to do this dance together?
Somebody wants to do a dance of life with me. Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Romantic.
It is
poetic. But it's I said, I'm not interested in seeing, and I don't want to say, well, there's like a dozen women after me, but I'm waiting for you there, babe. I don't want to sound like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't say anything. It's just, it's just photos of women, and everything is fine, and they're nice, But
okay, so and what did she say? What was her response?
Well, she's moving up here, and
so she's like, okay, I'm with it. We're gonna do the dance of life together.
We'll see what we can get going. She's just started a couple months ago a new production job.
Right.
She's in the business and a lot of responsibilities. So she wants to make sure it gets that right too. And
Oh, okay. So is that what she said when you said I want to do a dance of life?
I knew that. She's
so you really already knew that.
Yes.
So what was her response then when you said I want to do a dance of life with you?
We're going to get together.
She said, we're going to get together.
We'll get together. Yes.
Well, that's what you're saying, but is that what she said?
Yes.
Oh.
I said, she said, and then she actually said, when I come up, start looking for apartments, I hope you can help,
Yay. I'm so happy for you. Yay. That's so fantastic. So closing out, what would you say to someone who's struggling and feeling like, hey, this is it for me because I can't go on because of this breakup?
Would you rather sit home, watch television all the time by yourself and just blah, 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 and watch the scale laugh at you? Or would you just get your ass out there and so just so many events going on.
We'll hear,
especially here everywhere. But there's always something somewhere. Not as often back in Connecticut as there is here. And but there's you never know who's going to come around the corner.
Right.
And the answer is always going to be no unless you ask the question.
Right. But I guess my question is to if they're in a very dark place and they're like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't care about parties and stuff because my heartbreak is that bad. What advice would you give that person?
Playboy Channel?
The Playboy Channel. Good to know.
No.
Good to know.
I don't even know it's around anymore.
But we're not supposed to be sitting home watching TV.
Right.
No.
We're supposed to be getting out there, you said.
Yeah, it's so easy to stay home and get depressed.
It is. Okay, get out.
When you feel your worst, take a shower, you'll feel better.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Really. Watch what you're eating.
Yeah.
If certain foods just make you feel better,
talk to someone.
Yeah.
See a doctor.
I mean, all the stuff I've been through, not just relationships, but I think the reason I'm not crazy, well, I think I am sometimes, but it's like I've never had a problem talking to people.
Yeah, you can talk someone's ear off. We've been here for 8 hours now. It's been so
close to it.
Just kidding. It was so nice having you. Thank you so much for coming.
Harry.
Thank you so
Harry,
much.
Harrison,
so
Henry, all of
Let's
you.
give it up for Harry, everybody.
No.
Yes, thank you. Clap over there, Brother Jacob.
No, it's fine. I heard it. But this is great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I
thank you.
I didn't go on longer than.
No, you're fantastic. Thank you so much. Yes.
This is part 1. Stay tuned to part 2.
Part 1. Thank you so much, everyone, for checking out the Breakup Vent. And yes, if you have a story, please reach out to us. If you want to vent about your breakup, you can catch us at thebreakupvents@gmail.com.
And every day on Instagram, and I try to do it every day. Instagram.
This airplane keeps flying over. I feel like I'm next to Van Nuys, but we're not next to Van Nuys. And I've seen this meeting.
Okay,
go ahead.
Facebook and Instagram, Harry Kiernan. And I put...
I'm sorry, we can't hear it. Can you hear that or no?
I can hear that, but I can hear me better more.
You can? It's so distorted. It will be cut, and nobody will hear it ever.
Okay.
You want to wait for it to go?
Yeah. Okay. Let's close it. Okay. Every day on Instagram and Facebook, in the morning I put a saying, a meaningful saying.
Okay.
And so it's Harry Kiernan, Kiernan, at both of those, both places, and then in the afternoon and evening, I put a couple of jokes out there to make people laugh.
Okay, so people can get some jokes from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the meaningful ones I put out there, check them out, and I get almost every day someone saying to me that I really need to hear that today.
Aww.
If it means something to me, it touches me somehow. Then I was driving along once. I've been doing this since I first came out here 9 years ago for some reason. And I'm driving along one time, and I thought of this thing.
Okay.
And I was saying, I got to stop because I'm going to forget. It says, don't ever let anyone take you away from you. So, and I just thought as
I mean, it's kind of hard to take you from you.
No, but
but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I know.
No, I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you get so lost up in
other people's stuff, and you're losing the true self of who you are.
You're over compromising.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I did because I wanted in any relationship that was serious for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not holding back for what?
Mm-hmm.
Why miss out on these great experiences? And
don't miss out on it.
No.
Don't stop believing. But all right,
you guys gotta go. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.